It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. Emergency rockfall mitigation could be coming soon to Highway 9 at Green Mountain Reservoir. CDOT wants to clear more hanging hazards from the steep cliffsides there. 1 month ago, a large rock tumbled onto the highway, shutting down traffic for most of the day. On Highway 9 north of Breck, CDOT is looking at ways to make the Fairview Roundabout safer. There have been several accidents and even more close calls there this summer. Summit Sheriff posted variable speed and warning signs back in August. A tax-funded mental health grant could pay for 2 new positions next year. First would be a school-based social worker, leading peer support groups and suicide prevention at the high school. Second would be a community treatment clinician for Paragon Behavioral Health. They're an outpatient program with offices statewide, but no permanent presence here in Summit. This morning, we met with Shannon Buhler. She's a Summit native, now in her second year as general manager for Keystone.
Keystone holds a big part of my heart. I grew up in Breckenridge, so obviously skied Breck and Keystone the most by far of any of the resorts in the country.
Buhler has been all across the country with Vail Resorts. She's learned something new at every stop along the way.
Probably the hardest job was when I went to Snow Creek as the general manager. It was during COVID, and 2, we were integrating the resort. But one of the coolest things that I saw was everyone does everything there. You might be a lift mechanic, but you also might be a fleet mechanic, and then you also might make snow at night, be the lift operator during the day.
She took this lesson to heart at North Star, where she got out with the snowmaking crews.
I made it a point to learn how to make snow, and so I did the training with them, learn how to turn on the guns, how to be safe. Is there too much water? Is there too much air? Every year since, I've gone out on the first night of snowmaking with the teams, every single year.
Buhler's vision for Keystone follows her core values:
authenticity, integrity, connection, and family.
Those values follow her all season, where you might find her checking in with lifties at North Peak or ski school at the Mountain House.
How can I try and stop into every lodge that we have, say hi to as many employees that we can, stop into our patrol huts? What's the snow surfaces look like? Looking at everything around me, what's the flow look like? Really kind of taking it in.
Coming to Keystone this Friday, it's the Ski Area COO Summit with Buhler and 4 other local executives, presented again by the Summit Chamber. Today we are in the classroom with teachers who don't stop teaching when the bell rings. Here's head football coach Paul Lopez.
This week our emphasis is just mental toughness, how to front adversity and work together and go through the ups and downs of the game. Teach them how to improve their tackling and also be a great student in the classroom.
Head rugby coach Carl Barth, now in his 30th season with the program.
It is a giant community. It's about a whole lot more than just the X's and the O's. When you first start off, I think you think a lot about that. To watch these guys have developed over the last 4 years, I think it's been pretty awesome. So I would just say focus on that, not always on the result.
Thanks again for going in the classroom. Proudly presented by Heavenly Times Hot Tubs and Billiards and Boost Oxygen for teachers in and out of the classroom. Local fire danger remains moderate today in Summit, still no fire bans. And in sports, today is opening day of the MLB postseason, and tonight the Avalanche play the Golden Knights for NHL preseason. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.